Good evening, everyone. Today we will present to you our case about Amazon. As you all probably know, Amazon is an American internet retailer and the second most valuable company in the world. Despite being the largest internet retailer by revenue and market capitalization, Amazon should keep in mind problems it might face. To identify these problems, we put ourselves in Jeffrey Bezos' shoes, who is the founder and the CEO of Amazon. In this presentation, we will firstly define Amazon's problems, then we will propose alternative solutions and analyze their strengths and weaknesses. At the end of the presentation, based on the analysis, we choose recommendations for Amazon and assess their impact. So let's start with the problem definition. The first problem we defined is a significantly low operating profit margin. The CEO, Jeffrey Bezos, has prioritized growth and investment in the new business areas over profits, which might explain this. As you can see in the table, total revenue is remarkably high, but so are the cost of goods sold and selling general and administrative expenses, resulting in a dramatically small operating income margin. Now you can see the graph of the operating profit margin as a percentage of revenue, which is really small. In comparison to the competitors, such as Alibaba, which is also an internet retailer with operating margin of 27.9%, Amazon's profit margins are extremely slim at 2.3% in 2017. This also applies to the competitors with a similar market capitalization such as Microsoft, with an operating margin of 24.8% and Google with an operating margin of 23.6% in 2017. Now, you might be wondering why a low profit margin is alarming. Well, there are several reasons. First, as the President Trump pointed out, Amazon was not collecting sales taxes from marketplace suppliers. However, in case of changes in legislation, such as new tax obligations and an increase of existing taxes, Amazon would need funds to cover these unexpected costs. This might be a problem due to the insufficient funds as the profit margin is low. Moreover, unexpected changes from the third parties might require additional funds. Second, when assuming Amazon would want to lower prices and retain its competitive advantage, the company might not be able to do so. This is due to the fact of the profit margin being already so low that there would be no room to reduce the prices even more. Another hurdle that Amazon needs to overcome is quickly changing trends in industry, as well as harder satisfaction of customers' needs and a tough competition. All of these require a continuous innovation. If Amazon keeps adapting incremental innovation only, and is not vigilant enough to embrace radical innovation at the right time, it might lose its current position. For instance, Amazon's virtual assistant Alexa faces stiff competition from Google and Apple. In case Amazon fails to innovate in this field, as well as other areas where the company has a leading position, such as the e-book market, Amazon might lose the market share and end up like Blockbuster or Kodak. Amazon's quick expansion might also pose problems, as Amazon is constantly entering new markets and acquiring new businesses. However, this might be risky, as rapid global expansion is difficult to manage, as several things such as language, cultural differences, local competition, foreign legislation, and supply chain management need to be considered. Quick expansion also leads to a fast-growing customer base that needs to be properly managed to guarantee the best possible customer satisfaction. What is more, Amazon also needs to take into account possible data theft and security breaches. Besides Amazon Prime members that accounts for 100 million customers worldwide, there are also occasional shoppers who provide not only their personal information but also their credit card data. In the event of a cyber attack, millions of data could be lost, which might tremendously harm Amazon's reputation. As we now know Amazon's problems, let's have a look at alternative solutions we propose. To tackle the problem of the low profit margin, Amazon could slightly increase prices and shipping fees, which would represent a short-term solution. Amazon is an established and globally recognized company with a strong brand equity and loyal customers. This can acknowledge a high quality and reliability of services and therefore would not mind a small rise in prices of the products. However, because simply raising prices might be seen as a negative act, Amazon should also add some benefits to its offering while increasing prices and thus making the changes less unwanted for customers. This could be done by introducing different types of memberships along with the Amazon Prime membership. Customers could personalize their membership packages based on their interests to increase customer value. However, price-sensitive customers could still perceive this change negatively and switch to a competitor. In order to stay innovative, several long-term solutions can be proposed. First, Amazon could introduce virtual shopping reality in the form of Amazon Mall that would create a new kind of shopping experience for customers and would perfectly fit into the rising trend of brand experience. By putting on VR glasses, the customer could enter Amazon Mall with different departments. VR glasses would provide a product overview, reviews from other customers, ingredients, instructions, and prices. At the end of a shopping spree, the customer could pay via VR glasses as well as choose their delivery type. Pros of this service include enhanced convenience, next-level customer experience, as well as customization, as the customer could choose own music or an audible book while shopping. Virtual reality would also offer an interactive portfolio, such as view product in real size, automatic 360 view, and try-on technology to see how the product would look like on the customer. Moreover, this solution would also reduce returns, as the customers could examine products in detail and would be focused on shopping only. Also, customer service would be provided by virtual humans. On the other hand, cons include huge investments and time-consuming implementation, as long-term planning would be required. Furthermore, virtual reality equipment for the customers would be needed and could cause dizziness. Moreover, Amazon could implement blockchain technology in numerous ways. Blockchain is a transparent database, recording all the transactions, storing data, and maintaining information. It is also decentralized, meaning it's distributed among several software users and can store and send cryptocurrencies. By implementing blockchain, Amazon could solve multiple problems at once. Blockchain boosts cybersecurity, ensures data stored are confidential and safe, and prevents potential data theft. In case of a cyber attack, a hacker would have to hack every single software in the network, which is practically impossible. Due to Amazon being a global company, using various currencies, it would be beneficial for the company to introduce its own cryptocurrency called Amazon. This would represent a common and safe currency for all the users, stored electronically in the blockchain. There would be neither fees nor potential risks, as the government and the financial intermediaries are excluded from the transactions. Additionally, supply chain management would be more transparent with blockchain. Despite being very innovative and super secure, blockchain is also complex and nascent technology. Due to this fact, the transaction speed is still quite slow, and there are missing laws which would regulate the blockchain usage. Lastly, this technology is expensive to develop and maintain. Distribution and logistics needs to be considered, as Amazon is a huge company and its network keeps on growing, while there are concerns regarding the environmental impact of companies. Amazon should work to guarantee that its distribution and logistics networks are environmentally friendly. While it already uses solar and wind power, it could also use biofuel in transportation and geothermal energy for its plants to further reduce the effects on the environment. Using electric vehicles would be another good step towards greener operations. In case of the air transportation, Amazon should restrict it, as it is the least sustainable way to freight products. The company should also encourage the employees towards sustainability by lending them bicycles for free. With regards to the packaging, Amazon could optimize it and replace the current plastic air cushion filling with a more sustainable alternative, such as cardboard shreds. These could be made of recycled old boxes. The strength of these changes would be the positive environmental effect and thus improve brand image in the form of the enhanced corporate social responsibility. However, being greener and more sustainable requires costly investments. What do we really recommend based on our previous analysis? Well, let's go over it together. Nowadays, Amazon is one of the most innovative companies, but they should keep track with the current innovative technology such as blockchain. We have previously shown possible implementation of blockchain. However, due to the complexity of the technology, as well as the size of the company, we realize it's going to be a long-term process. That is why we think that the first area where Amazon should start utilizing blockchain technology is cybersecurity, as the protection of customers' personal data should be the priority for the company. Nevertheless, implementing blockchain technology faces both organizational and environmental constraints. As it is not very well known yet, Amazon would need to educate not only the employees but also third parties they work with, as well as the customers. Current unfamiliarity with the blockchain allows significant freedom, which might be strictly regulated in the future due to the social, economic, and legal requirements. Furthermore, to increase innovativeness, Amazon could take advantage of open innovation. For example, partnership with startups could provide new ideas for product development of Amazon existing products, and ventures could give access to new technologies. Amazon could also create new products and get new ideas for the existing ones by engaging customers. This would help enlarge a committed customer base by letting the people have their voices heard and make an impact. Due to the high costs of going green and a rising need for environmental operations, we recommend two main things to Amazon. First, making transportation more environmentally friendly by using electric cars as well as biofuels for the vehicles. Second, the company should start using shredded cardboard as a package filling instead of plastic air cushions. This recommendation requires short-term implementation and faces a financial constraint. However, we believe that the immense positive impact on the environment outweighs the cost of the investment. The organizational constraint can be seen in Amazon's negotiations with freight and delivery partners. In the analysis part, there were several suggestions regarding the prices for increasing the low operating profit margin. However, increasing prices might be perceived negatively and would represent only a short-term solution. We believe Amazon should introduce more additional services with their products, including additional and extended warranties and ready-to-go devices. This would not raise the price of the product itself, rather would give the customer an option to get these services for an additional cost. Organizational limitation of this recommendation is making the third-party suppliers adapt these changes. Competitors represent the environmental constraint, as Amazon needs to keep the increase of prices in line with the prices of the competition, not to lose a lot of customers. In this presentation, we have only focused on the problems from the point of view of the protagonist, the CEO, Jeffrey Bezos. However, in our opinion, the biggest threat for Amazon is the change of leadership, which will occur when Bezos decides to leave the company. As Jeffrey Bezos founded the company in 1994 and has been directing it during the successful as well as the hard times, we can argue the company is like his baby. He is the main driver of the business with his innovative ideas and attitude towards work ethics. Due to this, we believe it's crucial for Bezos to make sure there will be a right successor who will follow in his footsteps and will not be blinded by an early success, as Bezos believes that the company shouldn't get addicted to being shiny because shiny doesn't last. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice evening, everyone.